from Doyle Spillane Real Estate, and I'm here at 1408 Westminster Avenue in DY, just doing the ingoing condition report. Today's date is the 6th of October. The overall condition of the property is in a good, clean condition. Just starting off with the front door here, we have a timber door in a good, clean condition. We do just have some scratching and chipping down the bottom here, as well as some small paint chipping just around the door frame. We have a handle lock and a deadlock that have both been tested and are working correctly. Just coming to the back of the door, we have the back of that timber door in a good, clean condition with no damages present. We do have a door stop present at the bottom left hand side of the door. Sorry, I have just noticed a small mark here on the right hand side of the door. Overall in a good, clean condition. Just coming into the entrance hallway here, we do have a grey carpet throughout in a good, clean condition. The carpet has been professionally steam cleaned and there are no marks or stains present. Onto the walls, we have white painted walls in a good, clean condition. I'll now just go through and point out any marks that are present. We just have some small marks here. As you would have seen, we do have 2 brick archways, both in a good, clean condition with no damages present to the bricks on these sides. Onto the ceiling, we have a white painted textured ceiling here in a good, clean condition. We just have 2 spots here with screws in it. Sorry, 3. In the center of the hallway, we do have a smoke alarm here, as well as 2 downlights that have both been tested and are working correctly. Coming to the electrical points of the room, we do just have the light switch here next to the door. On this left hand side of the hallway, we do have another timber door here in a good, clean condition with no damages present. We have a handle fixed and secured to the door. It has slightly come off the door, but the handle is working correctly. Just looking at the back of that door, it's in a good, clean condition. We do have 1 small hole here in the door, as well as 2 hooks here fixed and secure to the door. Inside this shelf, we do have inside the cupboard, we do have 4 shelves here, all in a good, clean condition. The only damages present, we do have a hook just underneath the top shelf, and we do just have the base of the top shelf slightly lifting up in the corner here. I'll now just take some overall shots of the entrance hallway. Coming into the living room here, we do have that same grey carpet throughout. It has been professionally steam cleaned and is in a good, clean condition with no marks or stains present. Onto the walls, we do have white painted walls in a good, clean condition. I'll now just go through and point out any marks present. We do just have some small markings here, just underneath the paint. We do have 2 brick archways here, both in a good clean condition. We do just have something stuck to this one above the hallway. Onto the ceiling, we have a white painted textured ceiling in a good clean condition. We do just have some settlement cracks in this corner here, as well as this corner over here. In the center of the room, we do have 4 downlights here. One of them, the globe isn't working, but that is being fixed by the previous tenant this afternoon. We do also have a smoke alarm just next to that, and as you can see, we do just have some patchwork to the top right hand side of that smoke alarm. Coming to the electrical points of the room, we have the light switch here, just next to the entrance to the hallway. Along that same wall, we do have the light switch for the balcony light. Opposite that here, we do have a connection point, as well as another connection point and a double power point. And just further along that same wall, we do have another double power point here. Coming to this window, we have 2 grey curtains here, both in a good clean condition with no marks present. We just have some very small holes in the curtain that I'll point out now. But both of the curtains are sliding open correctly. The curtains are held on by 3 hooks that are fixed and secure to the wall above the window, with a metal rod going through each. We do have 2 glass window panels here, both in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. We do have a child safety lock present just to the left side here. So I'm just going to use my right hand, and the window is sliding open correctly. Coming behind that right hand side, we do have a fly screen panel here in a good clean condition with no tears or damages present to the fly screen. I'll now just take some overall shots of the living room. I've also just noticed, there is 1 mark on the wall just underneath behind where that curtain was. I'll just double check. Coming into the kitchen, I will start off by going through the cupboards and drawers, all of which are in a good clean condition, and all of them are opening and closing correctly. I'll stop over and point out any marks or stains present. We do just have this switch here for the range hood. do have a utensil section, as well as 2 manuals that have been left by the owner for the cooktop. We do have small staining here, just on that top shelf. But as you can see, there are no leaks present in the piping. There are also 2 plugs here left for the tenant. We do also have a cutout here with a single power point at the back for a microwave. We have the electrical meter here, the main switchboard. I'll also just point out these shelves. Again, both in a good, clean condition. Just back to the floors of the kitchen, we have a blue tile in a good condition. As you can see, we do just have some chipping around the edges of the tile here and on this one that I will go through and point out now. Onto the walls, we do have white painted walls in a good, clean condition. I'll now just go over and point out any marks present. We do have 2 air vents here, either side of this window. All in a good, clean condition. We do have a white painted roof here in a good, clean condition. We do just have some settlement cracking just around the edges here. There are no other marks present. We do have 4 downlights here. All have been tested and all but one is working correctly. Just as this is the living room, the tenant is coming this afternoon and changing this globe, the previous tenant, sorry. Onto the electrical points of the room, we do have the light switch just next to the entrance to the kitchen here in this fridge cutout space. We do just have some cracking to the top of that switch. We have a single power point just in that cutout, and then we have a quadruple power point here. Onto the bench tops, we have a marble laminate bench top in a good, clean condition that I will now just go over. We do have some scratching present here on the bench top, and just a chip here as well. Coming to the splashback, We do have an orange tile splashback, all in a good clean condition. I'll now just go over. There are no chips present to any of the tiles. Coming to the sink here, we do have a double basin sink with a drying rack on the side, all in a good clean condition. We do have 2 more plugs here left for the new tenant. We have the hot and cold tap and the faucet fixed and secure into the sink, and both the hot and cold taps have been tested and are both working correctly with good water pressure, and the water is draining correctly. Just opposite me on the other side of the kitchen here, we do have an Omega oven and stovetop. Stovetop is in a good clean condition and has been tested and is working correctly. The oven door is opening correctly and is in a good clean condition. We do just have the serial number to the side here. That is 00724639008645130189. Just above that, we do have the range hood. I will just quickly turn on and test. The range hood is working correctly, and the tenant is fixing that one globe on the right. That will be fixed before the new tenant moves in. I forgot to mention the window here above the sink. We have 2 glass panels here, both in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. And the window is sliding open correctly. Coming behind the right hand side here, we do have a fly screen panel in a good clean condition with no tears or damages present to the fly screen. We do just have some lifting away of the frame here down the bottom. I'll now just take some overall shots of the living room here. Sorry, I just realized I said overall shots of the living room. I meant overall shots of the kitchen. Just coming to this timber sliding door here. It is in a good clean condition. We do just have some small markings present to the right hand side, but the door is sliding correctly, both open and closed. Just having a look at that back of the door. Is in a good clean condition. We just have some small marking and scratching present that I'll point out now. Coming to the floor of the laundry, we do have the same blue tile that is throughout the kitchen, all in a good clean condition with no chipping present to the tiles. We do also have a white tile skirting here, again in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present to the tiles. Onto the walls, we have white painted walls in a good clean condition. I'll now just go over and point out any markings present. We just have some small marks underneath the paint. We do have an air vent present just above the window here. Coming to the ceiling, we have a white painted ceiling in a good clean condition with no marks or damages present. We do have a light here fixed and secure to the ceiling in the center of the room in a good clean condition, and the light has been tested and is working correctly. Starting just here, we do have a set of 3 shelves in a good condition. We do just have some chipping at the edges of the shelving, as you can see, but the shelves are in a good clean condition. We do just have a small ring mark present as well on the bottom shelf. Next to that, we do have a 2-tile splashback here. Both tiles are in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. Underneath that, we have a single basin sink and a cupboard underneath, all in a good clean condition. We do have a hot and cold tap and faucet fixed and secure to the top of the sink. The hot and cold taps have both been tested and are both working correctly with good water pressure, and the water is draining correctly. We do also have a plug present here. Just coming to the cupboard, the door is opening and closing correctly, and underneath we do just have the piping here for the sink, and as you can see, there are no leaks present. We do just have some small marks at the back of the cupboard here, and as well on this front right hand side of the bottom. Just above these two, we do have 2 glass window panels here, both in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present, and the window is sliding open correctly. Running alongside the laundry sink, we do have some piping here fixed and secure to the wall, as well as 2 taps here, a hot and cold tap for the washing machine. In between that, we do have a double power point here, as well as the light switch just next to the door. Above the washing machine taps, we do have a cupboard here in a good clean condition with no damages present to the front of the cupboard. Both of the doors are opening and closing correctly, and inside we do have a set of 3 shelves, all in a good clean condition. I'll now just take some overall shots of the laundry. Sorry, I have just noticed that there is a small sediment crack just running along the wall above this cupboard here. Coming back out into the kitchen, we will now go out onto the balcony. Just starting off with the door, we do have a white painted door with a window cutout here. The door is in a good clean condition with no marking present, and the glass panel is also in a good clean condition, intact with no chips or scratches present. We do have a lock here that is no longer functioning, as well as a handle just below that. And there is a new lock installed down the bottom here. just got caught, but that bottom lock is opening correctly and the door is opening and closing correctly. Just having a look at that back of the door. It's in a good clean condition. We do just have some slight cracking on either side where the wooden frame of the door joins up. But the back of that is in a good clean condition. We do just have 2 hooks as well, fixed and secure to the top of the door frame. Coming to first this step, we have a round tile step in a good clean condition. We do just have some chipping here at the edge of this tile. We do have an orange tile floor to the balcony, all in a good clean condition, with a few small marks and scratches present here that I will point out now. Onto the walls, we have the brick walls of the outside of the building in a good clean condition. We do have a hook fixed and secure up in that top corner there, as well as another 2 just on top of the door. We have 4 air vents present here in this wall, as well as a small crack just top right hand side of this window here. We have another hook here, fixed and secure to the wall. We do have on these window seals some concrete tiling in a good clean condition. We do just have 2 stains on the kitchen window seal and a few small marks just on that laundry line. On this side wall here, we do have a mirror fixed and secure to the wall in a good clean condition. There are no chips or scratches present to the mirror. Onto the ceiling, we do have a green painted ceiling in a good clean condition. We do just have some small markings underneath the paint here from where the roof joins together. We do have a light in the center of the roof. The light has been tested and is working correctly. We do just have the cover missing at the moment. It is placed here to the side, and I will make the property manager aware of this. Just as this side retaining wall here, as the railing, we do have a brick fence in a good clean condition. It does just have some wear and tear and staining from being outdoors. Overall in a good condition. We do have 2 pipes fixed into this wall for draining purposes. We do have a timber step here underneath the globe. It does have some paint chipping, but it's fixed and secure to the wall. I'll now just take some overall shots of the balcony. Coming back inside, we will now go into that other hallway and into the bedrooms and bathroom. Just starting off with the hallway, we do have the same grey carpeting that is throughout the entrance hallway, and the living room has been professionally steam cleaned and there are no marks or stains present. Onto the walls, we have white painted walls in a good clean condition. There are no marks or stains present on the walls. We do have the other side of that brick archway that I mentioned earlier. There are no damages present to this side of the archway either. There is just some of the cement grouting missing between these two center bricks here. Onto the ceiling, we have a white painted textured ceiling in a good clean condition. There are no marks or damages present to the ceiling. I'll now just take some overall shots of this second hallway here. Coming to this timber door here is in a good clean condition with no marking or scratching present. We have a door handle fixed and secured to the door, and the door is opening and closing correctly. Coming to the back of the door, we do have 4 small holes present to the top of the door. The door is in a good clean condition. There are just a couple of other small scratches and marks that I will go through and point out now. We do also have a door stop here fixed and secure to the bottom right hand side of the door. Coming into the bathroom, we do have a grey tile throughout in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present to the tiles. As for the walls, we have a white tiled wall in a good clean condition that I will now just quickly go over. We do have a small chip at the edge of this one next to the toilet, as well as a cutout just behind the toilet here where it attaches to the wall. We do also have some grouting missing just next to that. Coming to the ceiling, we have a white painted ceiling in a good clean condition with no damages present. We do have 3 downlights present in the bathroom. All have been tested and are working correctly, and all are dust-free and bug-free. Just coming to the electrical points of the room, we do have the light switch here next to the bathroom door, as well as a double power point just to the right-hand side mirror cupboard here. We do also have a connection lead just leading down to this other panel here that does have a small crack in the left-hand side. Next to that, we do have a single basin sink here. We do have some hairline cracks throughout the sink, but the sink is in a good, clean condition. We do have the hot and cold tap and faucet fixed and secure to the sink, and both the hot and cold taps have been tested and are both working correctly with good water pressure, and the water is draining correctly. Coming underneath that, we do have the rest of the vanity here. It is just two drawers, both of which are opening and closing correctly. We do just have some chipping along the tops of these cupboard doors. As you can see below that, we do have just a metal section here where the piping to the sink goes. Above that, we do have one of two mirror cupboards in a good clean condition. As you can see, we do just have some silvering around the edges. There is no chips or scratches present to the cupboard. The cupboard is opening correctly. Inside we do have 3 glass shelves here, fixed and secure inside, in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. We do just have some staining here to the back underneath the bottom shelf. Next to that, we do just have the other mirror cupboard here. Again, we do just have some small silvering around the edges of the mirror, but there are no chips or scratches present to the rest of the mirror, and it is opening correctly. We do have the same 3 glass shelves inside this left-hand side mirror cupboard as well, all in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. Below that, we do have the toilet here, fixed and secure to the wall in a good clean condition. We do have the flush fixed and secure to the wall just above that. The flush has been tested and is working correctly. Just next to that, we do have the metal toilet roll holder, fixed and secure to the wall in a good clean condition. As you can see, it is just on a slight angle here. Next to that, we do have a double towel rack here, fixed and secure to the wall. I have just noticed that there is some chipping in the tile just behind the left-hand side of that towel rack that I did miss earlier. There is also, just a crack at the bottom right-hand side of this window frame. We do have 2 textured glass window panels here, both in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. We do have a child safety lock present here for the tenants, and the window is working correctly. Behind that, we do have a fly screen panel in a good clean condition with no tears or damages present to the fly screen. We do just have the edge here slightly peeling away from the frame, as well as the frame just bent in this top right hand side corner. I have also noticed, that there is a small tear in the fly screen just here to the top right hand side. Underneath the window, we do have the bath in a good clean condition. We do just have a small marquee present to the side of the bath. We have the bath taps and shower taps, as well as the bath faucet and the shower head, all fixed and secure to the wall, and all have been tested and are working correctly. We do also have here a glass soap holder, fixed and secure to the wall in a good clean condition. We just have some small markings on top, but there are no chips or scratches present. We do also have another glass shelf here, fixed and secure between the wall and the glass panel to the side here. Again, in a good clean condition, just some small marking on the top, but no chips or scratches present. We do have two glass panels here as well, fixed and secure to the side wall here, and this panel to the left is fixed to the bath. This smaller panel to the right is just fixed on by these hinges, and it is opening and closing correctly. There are no chips or scratches to either of the two glass panels. I'll now just take some overall shots of the bathroom. Coming back out into the hallway, we'll now go through the bedrooms. Just starting off with this one here, we have a timber door in a good clean condition. We do just have some damages to the center here that have been filled in, and just some small marks in the bottom right hand corner. We have a deadlock present here, as well as a handle. The handle has been tested and is working correctly, though the lock is not functional. Just coming to the back of the door, it's in a good clean condition. We do just have some small markings just at the center here, as well as just down on the bottom right hand corner. We do have a door stop fixed and secure to the bottom left hand side of the door. Coming into the room, I'll actually start off with the windows just to let some extra light in. We do have two grey curtains here, both in a good clean condition. We just have a small mark here present to the center of the left curtain. But both curtains are opening correctly. The curtains are held on by 3 metal hooks fixed and secure to the wall above the window here. As you can see, there is just some chipping on the hooks, but we do have 2 curtain rods fixed and secure across these hooks, the front one of which is being used for the curtains. Behind that, we do have 2 glass window panels here, both in a good clean condition. We just have some condensation at the moment on the left hand side, but there are no chips or scratches present to either of the windows, and the window is opening correctly. Just coming behind this right hand side, we do have a fly screen panel in a good clean condition with no tears or damages present to the fly screen. Coming back to the carpet, we do have grey carpet throughout in a good clean condition. The carpet has been professionally steam cleaned. We do just have 1 small mark here, close to the center but just to the right of the room. Onto the walls, we do have white painted walls in a good clean condition. I'll now just go through and point out any marks present on the walls. We do just have some small markings here underneath the paint around the PowerPoint. Onto the ceiling, we do have a white painted textured ceiling in a good clean condition. We do just have some small settlement cracking in 2 of the corners here. otherwise in a good clean condition. We do have a frosted glass dome light in the center of the room. The light has been tested and is working correctly, and the light is dust free and bug free. Just pointing out the electrical points of the room, we do have the light switch here next to the door, as well as that double power point that I mentioned earlier, just on the right side. I'll now just take some overall shots of this second bedroom here. Coming back out into the hallway, we will now go into the master bedroom. Starting off with the door, I'll leave this open just to let some extra light on it. Is in a good clean condition. We do just have some scratching here present to the right hand side of the door. We have a handle fixed and secure to the door, and the door is opening and closing correctly. Just coming to the back of that door, it is in a good clean condition. We do just have some small marks to the top and center of the door. We do also have a doorstop fixed and secure to the bottom left hand side of the door. Again, I will start off with the windows here to let some extra light in. We have 2 grey curtains here, both in a good clean condition with no marks or damages present. And the curtains are opening correctly. As you can see, the curtains are held on by 3 hooks, fixed and secure to the wall above the window. As you can see, there are 2 curtain rods, just the same as the second bedroom here, that are fixed to the hooks, one of which, the front one, has the curtains, the back one currently has no curtains on it. Behind them, we do have 2 glass window panels. We do have this left one here that currently has some condensation on it, but both windows are in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present. And the window is sliding open correctly. Coming to this right hand side, we do have a fly screen panel in a good clean condition with no tears or damages present to the fly screen. Coming back to the carpet, we have grey carpet throughout in a good clean condition. The carpet has been professionally steam cleaned with no marks or stains present. Coming to the walls, we have white painted walls in a good clean condition. I'll now just go over and point out if there are any marks present, which we do just have some small marking to this wall here. Onto the ceiling, we have a white painted textured ceiling in a good clean condition. We do just have some small settlement cracking in this top left corner above the window here. We do have a frosted glass dome light in the center of the room. The light has been tested and is working correctly and is dust free and bug free. Coming to the electrical points of the room, we have the light switch and dimmer here. The dimmer is working correctly as well. And just opposite that, we do have a double power point here. Coming to the built-in room, we have 2 mirrored sliding glass doors, both in a good clean condition with no chipping or scratching present to either of the mirrors. Starting on the left-hand side, the door is sliding correctly. We do have the top shelf here That does continue through to the other side of the cupboard in a good clean condition, followed by another shelf just below, as well as a metal rod fixed and secure into the wardrobe. And then we do have a chest of 4 drawers. Just below that, all of the drawers are opening and closing correctly. We do just have some small chipping to the tops of the drawers that I will quickly pause over. And we do just have some small marks here present to the back of the wall of the wardrobe. Coming to the right hand side, that door is sliding open correctly as well. Just starting off with that top shelf here, that continues through both sides in a good clean condition. On this left side here, we do have 2 metal rods fixed and secure into the wardrobe in a good clean condition. Beside that, we do have a set of 5 shelves here, all in a good clean condition with no damages present to any of them. We do then have a chest of 4 drawers again below that. All of them are opening and closing correctly. We do just have some small chipping present to the top of the 3rd and 4th drawer here. And the 4th drawer isn't closing correctly at the bottom, but I will make the property manager aware of this. I'll now just take some overall shots of the master bedroom. This concludes the ingoing condition report at 14 of 8 Westminster Avenue, DY. My name's Ashley Pierce and today's date is the 6th of October.